I'll never succeed. He gives up completely. The second student says, this hurts, but I can learn from it and improve. One mindset creates suffering, the other creates growth. The situation was the same, but the thinking was different. And that is one of the biggest truths in life. Your thoughts shape your emotions. Your emotions shape your actions, and your actions slowly shape your future. Many people wait for happiness before changing their mindset. They think, when life gets better, I'll finally feel positive. But the truth is often the opposite. First, you change your thinking, then happiness slowly enters your life. So today, stop fighting against yourself. Stop comparing your journey to others. Stop speaking to yourself with cruelty and doubt. You deserve the same kindness you give to other people. Your journey is unique. Your story is still being written. And happiness does not begin when life becomes perfect. It begins the moment your mind stops becoming your enemy. Chapter 2. Overthinking and living in the past. Now let's move to the next two enemies of happiness. These enemies are extremely common, yet many people do not realize how much damage they cause. The first enemy is overthinking. Prying. The second enemy is living in the past. Seek. These two habits quietly trap people inside their own minds and stop them from enjoying the beauty of the present moment. Let's begin with overthinking. Overthinking is like sitting in a rocking chair. You move constantly, but you go nowhere. Your mind keeps working, worrying, analyzing, and imagining. But at the end, nothing changes except your peace disappears. Many people spend hours replaying conversations in their heads. Why did they say that? Did I sound strange? Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe they're upset with me. One small situation suddenly becomes a giant storm inside the mind. Imagine this simple moment. A person sends a message to a friend. 1 hour passes. No reply. Suddenly, the mind begins creating stories. Maybe they're angry. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe they don't care about me anymore. The heart becomes heavy. Anxiety grows. Stress enters the mind. But later the friend replies, "Sorry, I was busy." And just like that, all the fear was unnecessary. This is how overthinking steals happiness. The mind creates pain before reality even arrives. Many people suffer more in imagination than in real life. They worry about the future constantly. They imagine failure before even trying. They create problems that may never happen. Slowly, the mind becomes tired and exhausted. Think about carrying a glass of water in your hand. At first, it feels light, but if you hold it for hours, your arm begins to hurt badly. Problems in life are similar. When you keep holding worries inside your mind for too long, they become heavier and heavier. Overthinking also steals the beauty of the present moment. A person may sit with family, but still think about tomorrow's problems. Someone may go on vacation, but continue worrying about work. Another person may lie in bed at night, replaying old conversations, instead of resting peacefully. The body is in the present, but the mind is somewhere else. And here's the sad truth. Most of the things people worry about never actually happen. The human mind is powerful, but when it is not controlled, it becomes dangerous. A calm mind can create solutions, but an uncontrolled mind creates fear. That is why peace begins when we learn to pause our thoughts. Instead of believing every fear, inside our heads. Now let's move to the second enemy, living in the past. Some people are alive today physically, but mentally they are still trapped inside old memories. They replay heartbreaks, failures, betrayals, regrets, and painful moments again and again. Maybe someone broke their trust years ago, but the pain still controls them today. Maybe they failed once, and now they are too afraid to try again. Maybe they keep thinking about opportunities they missed. If only I had done things differently. If only I had said something else. If only I had one more chance. These thoughts slowly become emotional chains. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every single day. Inside the bag are old regrets, painful memories, guilt, and disappointment. At first, you may manage to carry it, but over time, the weight becomes exhausting. Your shoulders hurt. Your energy disappears. This is exactly what happens when people refuse to let go of the past. The past becomes too heavy to carry. Now listen carefully to this powerful truth. The past cannot be changed. No matter how much you replay it in your mind, yesterday will never return, but many people continue reopening old wounds with their thoughts. Every single day. It's like touching a healing scar again and again, then wondering why it still hurts. This does not mean your pain was small. Some people went through heartbreak. Some lost people they loved. Some experienced betrayal, rejection, or failure. The pain was real. The tears were real. But staying trapped inside those memories only creates more suffering. The past should be a lesson, not a prison.